so I'm Becky, I'm 29, and this is my daughter Heidi,
Hi.
who is 7. And I used to be a dancer. I started when I was 4 doing ballet, tap and jazz. I danced until I was 16, 17, when Ehlers-Danlos syndrome first properly started to interfere, and I ended up with a dislocated hip and my front quad completely pulled away.
And can you explain what an Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is?
Yeah, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is a connective tissue disorder. It affects the collagen, which is the glue that holds you together. Just like that. It affects absolutely everything in my body that's soft. So my digestive system, heart, veins, tissue, you name it. It's multi-systemic.
Yep.
Yeah. So with your health condition, I imagine you're in and out of hospital a lot.
I am, yeah. I have a suprapubic catheter in my abdomen that has to be changed every 4 weeks. If it's late at all, we risk sepsis, which can be fatal.
When you go in every 4 weeks, presumably you kind of know the system quite well. Is it always straightforward, or do you come across any sort of challenges?
It should be straightforward by now. We've been doing this 2 years now, but it's not. One of the biggest challenges we come across is directly because of me being in a chair and needing to transfer. I need a hoist. I have to go in the night before, purely because they can't guarantee that a hoist will be available on the morning. When I do go in, the hoist 8-9 times out of 10 isn't working, whether that it's not charged or that it's not been serviced or that it's just broken down. I've been told before, when we've had the same issue month after month, oh well, you're the only one that uses it anyway, so it's not been checked in between, so it's not been charged in between either. The other thing I get told a lot is, do your carers know what they're doing with this, because we're not trained to use this, which is very difficult, especially if I were to, under any circumstance, not have my carers there, or if there was someone there who didn't have a care team and needs that hoist. It's vital, and there's no point in being there if it's not operational. The other thing I've been told when we inquired as to why so many times the hoists aren't charged, we got told that because there are more and more electrical devices coming into the hospital, they're moving over to the eMed system, that there wasn't enough plug sockets to keep the hoist charged. So within that 4-week period, it hadn't been charged once because there wasn't enough plug sockets, and that they were expecting more devices and even less charging time, which is a big problem.
Can you tell me about, do you feel involved in your care when you go into hospital?
Not always, no. I know my body, I know it well. When I'm in the hospital, people see Ehlers-Danlos syndrome on my record, you immediately think, oh, she's going to dislocate a lot, don't want me to move, I'm not allowed to talk with my hands like this. It's very much, oh, I don't want to touch you because you might pop, you might dislocate something, you might fall apart. I'm not a rag doll, I'm not going to fall apart. And when I say, no, it's okay, or I'm trying to reassure, I'm not listened to, because the risk aversion takes over. So one would be communication. Listening to the fact that I'm an expert patient, I know my body. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job. I'm simply trying to say, this is me, I know what's normal, I know what's not. If I can't articulate that, listen to my care team. They're amazing, they're there for that reason. Number 2, get some more plug sockets, an extension lead, something. The hoists need to be charged. And the last one, the most important one for me, would be shortening the stay by not having to go in the night before, purely because they don't know if they've got a hoist available. Make sure there is a hoist available. Every ward should have access to a hoist. If the hoist is available, I don't have an unnecessary admission the night before. Hospital saves money, and I can spend that time with my daughter, because as well as having these conditions, I'm also a mum. and that's the most important thing to me.